So you should have a paper which looks a bit like this. It should be a PDF document, and it should be named with your name, your learner number, and your learning partner, which hopefully is Compassa. Now we need to submit this onto the NEBOSH site. You should have received by NEBOSH 2 weeks before the exam login details to the NEBOSH platform. So if you have not received something 2 weeks before the NEBOSH exam, then you need to check with us. Now you've already accessed the NEBOSH platform, I know, because you accessed it yesterday when you downloaded your exam paper and the exam scenario and the questions. So now we need to upload this paper back to the same platform. So this is the platform. You will have your learner number, that's your username, you'll have a password. I don't know your password, by the way. I've got no administrator rights to the NEBOSH platform whatsoever, but you will log in. Yesterday, when you did your real exam, you downloaded the paper from here. So it'll have the month and the year that you're doing it. And so you would have downloaded your exam paper from there. Of course, it's going to look a little bit different for me because I'm a learning partner, so I've got access to less information. Now, the cool thing is the Compassa e-learning platform uses the same technology as the NEBOSH platform. So if you can submit your mock exams to us, then you should be able to figure out how to submit your real exam to NEBOSH through this kind of system. But if for any reason you're a little bit confused, why don't we just look it up on YouTube, because there's a nice handy video. So if we type in NEBOSH into YouTube, go hey, bang, there we are. Hey look, there's me. Look at that. Oh, there's me everywhere. Got some adverts. Why is my advert not appearing? Okay, there we are, NEBOSH official. Okay, so we can go to the NEBOSH official platform. Got a cool video there, not interested in that. Playlists, right, so we might find a playlist. There we are. Digital assessments, telling us all kinds of useful stuff about the digital assessments and how they're used. So here you've got a video on accessing the platform. Let's not play the whole thing, but we can have a quick scan through this. So you've got all kinds of instructions telling you stuff you need to know. So it actually shows you how to get in, logging in for the first time, downloading the paper. Go on there, welcome, got your tour. Right, great. Now we're interested today in submitting your assessment. So we will go to the same thing. It says there, make a submission. Let me go full screen on this. I'll say, you have not yet submitted your exam paper, make a submission. So you'll click on that button to make a submission. Let's just play it, I'll turn the sound off. So yesterday you downloaded these exam papers, that's great. It all looks very similar to our platform. Yes, there's a point. Remember to save your work regularly. Yes, remember to do that. And this is how you should save it. So surname, first name, learner number, learning partner name. So Smith, John, okay. To be honest, I'm not sure it really matters all that much, but anyway, there's what they want. It must be a PDF document. It must be a PDF document. They will not accept anything else. If it won't upload, it's probably because it's not a PDF document. Now we want to upload it. So what do? We click on Add Submission there at the bottom. And we have to, right, okay, so there's quite a bit here. We're going to have to tick that box to declare that this is entirely our own work and we accept the NEBOSH malpractice policy. If you want to see the NEBOSH malpractice policy, just Google it. It's available on the Tinterweb. We are going to drag and drop our exam paper in there, or we'll do things the old-fashioned way and do it by clicking. Click on the choose file, choose the file that we want. Now, I'll just pause this for a second. Like I've heard of some people, somehow, I don't know how they do this, they save the exam in multiple files or something. They've got like a version 1, a version 2, a version 3, and then they submit the wrong version. Like, don't do that, all right? Just have one version. So you're going to save it with a particular number. You're going to upload the file. You see there, the file has now been uploaded. You can see it is there. Now we need to click on Save Changes, and that should be done. Now you can still, at this stage, not final, so don't stress, you can still edit and change that upload later. So if you do decide to upload it on the Wednesday night and you make some changes the following day, you can re-upload a new version before your deadline expires. But anyway, once it's uploaded, that's what you should see. It should all be in green. You've successfully submitted your exam paper. And it's well worth looking at this. What does that mean? Turnitin status, queued, Turnitin status, right. So, The Turnitin system is a system which is used worldwide by universities to scan documents for plagiarized content. So content which has been copied from the internet or from other students. And every other paper that's submitted and every other paper that's ever been submitted, everything. And it's going to give it a malpractice score. And then the examiner will have access to that score, will have access to the bits which appear to have been copied, and then they can look at that manually and they can decide whether that is actual malpractice or it's not malpractice. If you've quoted some legislation and you're saying it's from the legislation, that's fine. But if you're copying chunks of guidance documents and just dumping it in and pretending it's your own answer, that won't be fine. Interestingly, when it comes to things like ChatGPT and artificial intelligence, what I'm told they are doing is that they are getting these artificial intelligence systems to write answers to exam questions, and then they are submitting those answers to the Turnitin system, and Turnitin is then comparing your answers to those artificially generated answers as well. And so therefore, if you use the likes of ChatGPT or other AI systems, it is very, very probable that your answer will be very similar to the answer that NEBOSH have already created through ChatGPT, and therefore you will automatically get flagged up there as well. And another thing is, examiners are not stupid. We can spot artificially generated answers a mile away, just at a glance. Now that you've submitted, now at that point I suggest you forget all about NG1 and move on to NG2 and study that, and study the NG2 section of the course with your project in mind. Anyway, all that is explained later in the course when you get there. Right now, chances are you're about to study NG1 for the very first time. Get cracking, start studying NG1, and well, I'll see you in those tutorials somewhere.